first I say no, I got some plans for tonight. Then I stop and I say alright. Love is kinda crazy with a spooky little boy like you.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night to all of you. Happy Vlogtober Day 3. Or for my Mean Girls fans out there, happy Mean Girls Day.
On October 3rd, he asked me what day it was. It's October 3rd.
Yeah. Insert a clip. Today I'm going to review episode 3 of American Horror Story 1984. Disclaimer, I am by no means a professional reviewer. I don't do this. I'm really just somebody who watches TV and kind of has an opinion about it. Okay, I want to start off by talking about Mr. Jingles. Now in this episode, we get to dive deeper into his character development and find out why he is the way he is, which is really cool. Like, I like being able to personify a villain. Real life killers don't deserve sympathy. Let me say that. But TV killers and movie killers, it's nice to give them like a three-dimensional character because everybody has a past. It's like the Joker film that's out now in theaters. We find out the small town that they're in, that the camp is in, is they celebrate Jingles Day. First of all, let me just say, it's like there's no one in this town, but then all of a sudden people just start popping up. I want to see congregations of people. Why is it that every now and then we'll see a little sprinkle of like 3 people who live in the town that the camp is in? Also, I like that Jingles is a slow motion killer. It really ties to some of the slasher movie tropes that we've always seen. I really like that they have Mr. Jingles just like trudging along and then he's still like, gonna freaking dive a metal rod through your throat. Rest in peace, Nurse Jackie. Oh god, Nurse Rita, where's my brain? Not only did we get to see Mr. Jingles show some emotion when he met with Nurse Rita, or now we know is Miss Chambers, but we also see him show some compassion for one of the guys who were in a Mr. Jingles mask, who seems like the left out one, the outcast, the guy who doesn't have friends, So it's like maybe that's what Mr. Jingles was like when he was growing up, and he just sympathizes and doesn't feel like he needs to kill that guy. I say phooey. I was like, what? You're just killing people you don't even know. And this kid who seems like an outcast and seems like, oh, he needs some guidance, or else he's gonna be a killer one day. You're just gonna let him go? Nah, not cool. And not to say I'm for the killing. He's just another kid. What makes him special? Nothing at all. The 3 most shocking parts of this episode, and I'm sure a lot of you can agree with me, are the revelation that Nurse Rita isn't really Nurse Rita, the revelation that Ray is a killer, okay, what? And the revelation Montana. Find out that Montana has sent Richard Ramirez to kill Brooke, aka Emma Roberts' character. What's up with these people? Like, I know everybody has a double life, everybody has their secrets, but not secrets where, coincidentally 3 people out of this small group of friends are killers or are allies to killers. What's that about? I really, really, really enjoyed the scene where Miss Chambers got to break Mr. Jingles and get him to talk, and how they connected. Compelling. I was moved. I'm really geeked right now for no reason. I don't know. It was a really good episode. I'll just say that. How about that? The shift in Miss Chambers' character in this episode was just like, you didn't see it coming, But when it happened, once you watch it back, I want you guys to watch it back. When it happens, it's just, there's this part where she's sitting like leaning against the car with Brooke, and you know, Brooke is frantic. There's a killer on the loose. There's 2 killers on the loose. She's just losing her mind. She doesn't know what to do. And then Miss Chambers, sis, she's just there with her cigarette. They like start out with a close-up on her cigarette, and she's just talking real smooth and slow. Like, who is Mr. Jingles? She is the villain of this season. Like, I don't know him. Who is Mr. Jingles? Who is Richard Ramirez? They don't exist because Miss Chambers, she's a bad one, honey. And she's coming to get those kids. I really am excited to see what she has up her sleeve, because if it's up here now, it better go even higher. It better go out of frame. Do you see me? Do you see my hand? The activist in me was upset to find out that Ray and Nurse Rita were lying killers. I was like, okay, they're the only 2 black characters, and they're killers now? Like, they're the villains? All of a sudden, we don't even care about Mr. Jingles? But after some thought, after I pondered on it for a while, I really do like the depth that Miss Chambers has. As for Ray, his little confession to murdering someone, even though he's in denial about it, that was something else. Yeah, Ray was a little frat boy and thought he was gonna take one of the only people of color who was trying to cross on his line under his wing, and you know, was like trying to give him that motivational talk, like, you know, people like us, you know, we don't belong here, but we have to work twice as hard and blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, Ray, great, love that. It brought me back to his character in Dear White People. I hope you guys watch that. But I was like, okay, cool, yeah, fight the power, yeah, stick it to the man. And then all of a sudden, he just lets the guy fall down a freaking flight of stairs. How are you being a homie if you just turn your back and let the drunk guy fall down the stairs? I don't feel bad for Ray. I don't feel bad for him. That happens, and then he just assumes the guy is dead, and he's not. What? I'm sorry, what? I was so confused. I'm like, you didn't check his pulse, his breathing? He takes it upon himself to get rid of the guy. They were all hazing. They could all get in trouble. So you turning your back and letting a guy fall down the stairs, you wouldn't be the only one to go to jail, I feel like. I mean, maybe in those times he would. He was the only black guy in the frat, so maybe, I don't know. Speaking from the standpoint in the present time and day, I think I would have been like, hey, let's call the cops, you know, dude fell, you know, we need to get some cops in here. We're all in trouble. We're all accountable. We're all responsible. But no, he was like, I gotta hide the body. Whose first instinct is, I gotta hide the body? I didn't kill this guy, but I gotta hide the body. Everybody else could be, you know, taking the fall, but I gotta hide the body. You didn't have to do that. I wanted to see him go through all the, you know, different notes in his head, like, okay, am I gonna bury him? Am I gonna light his body on fire? Am I gonna throw him in the river? Nah, I'm gonna put him in somebody's car, put something on the gas pedal, and just let that thing drive over a cliff. Where did the cliff come from? I don't know. And then the guy just turns out alive. Like, that was just too much. I hope Ray, oh, that's right, Ray dies. I was gonna say, I hope Ray does not come back. He died, I forgot. He won't be missed. I'm so sorry. And you know what's funny? In my last episode review, I said that somebody black would die. I said that Nurse Rita would die just because she was the other black person, and she seemed less important than Ray's character. But now I see she's the star of the show, and Ray was just an expendable black character. Like I said, the third reveal that we got was Montana turning out to be someone who sent Richard Ramirez to kill Brooke. I'm actually not too surprised, because I feel like they were kind of hinting that Montana was over Brooke from the beginning. She was playing nice with old girl, but she was very much over her. Like, every time she would talk to her, she'd be like, really? Somebody's out to kill you? You think somebody's out to kill you? The last thing I wanted to comment on is the fact that I found out that Sarah Paulson will be guest starring in this season. Now, maybe you guys already knew that, but every time I saw an article that mentioned this season, it always said, oh, Jessica Lange, Sarah Paulson, and Evan Peters are not going to be in this season, and everybody went crazy. They were like, what? Destroy the show, delete it, just don't even air it. Like, it's gonna be terrible. But I didn't know that in the fine print they said that Sarah Paulson just won't have a lead role in the season, but she is guest starring. Her acting prowess is needed. Not to say that these guys suck, but Miss Paulson just has the range that they don't. She just has the range. Also, for a second there, I thought I saw Evan Peters in this episode, but it wasn't. My heart like skipped a beat for a second. I was like, Evan! No, it's just someone else. Evan Peters would have thrived in this season as well, so whatever. Here is my Inktober for today. Enjoy. Yeah, that's all I got. Comment, like, subscribe if you want to. That would be cool. Day 3 complete. Coming back for day 4. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. I got a Nashville Film Festival I'm doing this weekend. Hopefully I'll be able to take you guys along. No promises, but we're gonna try it. All right. Peace.